This is our country. This is Turtle Island. I can't understand why we have to have these borders. When you're from Canada, you can come over, nobody says anything. But for us, we're suspicious all the time. We can't even walk into stores without people watching us. We built this country. This is our country. This is our tierra. Sí, sí puede. You know, we have the strength and the wisdom to heal ourselves. We have to be bigger than the man. We have to be stronger than the man. Because we've had 525 years of oppression, and it's still here. I mean, look at what's right here. All these cops watching us. What?
We need to move beyond being the victims.
Exactly.
And
we have the wisdom.
Yeah.
We're survivors.
Yeah. So if we can move beyond being the victims, we can. But it's going to take healing among our own selves in order to be aware of what's going on, and learn to deal with it, and then move on to help not only ourselves but all people, because we hold.
Because we're all human beings.
Well, we all come from one tribe, this grandmother Earth, and when you drop everything else, there's no color, there's no race, age. It's all that we're here. We're here on this earth.
That's what it's about, is the healing.
Yeah.
So our program, Sisters of Color United for Education, Hermanas de Colores Unidos para la Educación, we are a healing cultural educational center. So we're like the only one of their kind in the country where we're called promotoras de salud, promoters of health and wellness in mind, body, and spirit.
So shall we focus on the healing?
We do need to focus on the healing. That's what this whole thing is about, is the healing. Like when we came today to dance, we came here as a prayer. The dance was not for entertainment, it was prayer.
But one thing my grandfather taught me was we all come from one tribe, this grandmother Earth. And when we really understand that, then all barriers will drop. There won't be no fear in a human being if they understood themselves about how to walk on this earth with respect, not fear. Because if you have fear, you have no respect. But if you have respect, you have no fear. So you can walk on this earth with respect and walk in it as a human being ought to walk on this earth. Because we're on a long journey here in the spirit world. And the journey never ends. Our body goes back to the earth, but our journey as spirits never end. So the thing about it, the human being, is we forgot how to live here on this earth together. Because we're here to help each other. We're not here to go to war with each other because of fear of each other. And when we know this, once again, then we'll start to learn how to live as human beings again with that respect. And our tribal people, our Lakota people, hold on to this because we have connection to the spirit to this day. And that's the reason why I'm in film at the Community College of Aurora, at the film school, getting help to become a writer, director, producer, to help the world understand that we are all one people here on this earth. So there is no thing, there's nothing to fear. So the next time we cross paths, you don't have nothing to fear from me, because I respect you and I hope you respect me.
Well, I think there's been a lot of spirited debate about engaging in the political process. I think that we as Native people can choose to not do it, and there are some Native folks out there that say that they will not vote in the white man's government. And I can respect that. But the fact is that the U.S. government makes decisions that impact our communities. And if we choose not to engage, they will make decisions about our communities that are going to impact us. It's really not right to say that we're a democracy and that we're about freedom and we're about all these things, but yet it's okay to go out and occupy other countries. We know how that is. That's happened to our people. And we're still continuing to fight for the rights that were agreed to in our treaties.
There are a lot of similarities about the invasion of Iraq and with the taking of their oil fields. And I think somebody that even asked Bush, isn't this war about oil? And he said, no, it's not. And I said, well, what are you going to do with the oil fields that you guys are taking over? And he said, well, we're going to hold that in trust for them until this war's over, until they're free people, And man, it's been 500 plus years for us. They're still holding our land in trust.
In September of last year, the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly, and that was a historic moment for us as Indigenous peoples globally because it took 30 years for that to happen. Ironically, the countries that did not support the declaration were the countries with the most indigenous peoples, and that included the United States, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So they actually voted against the declaration.
I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm Native American. It doesn't make, to us, it doesn't make any difference whether it's a Democrat or Republican. They've all stolen from us. They've all stolen the land, they stole the resource, they violated our treaty rights every day of the week. It was violated from 1890 all the way till 1978. We were not allowed to pray, sing, dance, or have any type of ceremony. And they set up boarding schools all over America in conjunction with the churches that strip us of our language and our culture, forbid us to speak our own traditional tongue, hoping that we would blend in with the great white melting pot of America. But we haven't. We're still here. We believe in our traditional way of life. We believe that the land was set aside here for Native people to share with everyone that was in need. They like to use the word immigrant. When I greet my brothers and sisters that just got through dancing here, I always say, welcome home, brothers. Welcome home, my nephews and nieces. This is our homeland. We have no border. We trade it among one another. We travel among one another. The only immigrants that I know are the ones that came across the water in boats, and I make that a point. I hate the word immigrant to begin with because we didn't call them immigrants. We welcomed them here. We fed them, we housed them, we gave them medicine, we showed them how to plant their gardens and what vegetables, what was poison, what was bad for them, what was good for them. And we still do that today. We still do that today. So we never asked anybody or treated anybody like immigrants, particularly the way they're being treated today. We got to organize, we got to come together. We got to come together, and that's what the American Indian movement is all about. It's not just about Indian people, it's about, in all of our flags and all of our colors that we use red, white, black, and yellow. That represents the four races of humankind in the world, and that's represented in all of our ceremonies.
Change, the ones moving the crowd, the ones making us proud, and the ones changing it now. Come on, I won't forget where I come from, the drama, making ones take charge, I'm working hard cause I'm a star in my own little world, and my art, all alone in my car with the volume turned up. Hey yo, we trying to make change, and we changing the world, because we trying to reach the people and reach the boys and girls. We got